We are now live. Good morning, Sue. Before we press record, I meant to say, are you based in Plymouth?
No, I'm down in Falmouth, further down in Cornwall.
Oh, you're actually in Cornwall. God, lucky lady. I would love to live in Cornwall, but I don't know if is it so good to run there because it's very
It's hilly.
undulating.
Yes, it is. But I've got a nice flat run that I do my 5K on. Quite a flat run. But our local park run is the hilliest park run. So when I do that on a Saturday, that's a good test on a Saturday.
Do you know what? Me and Shelley love to go to Cornwall, and whenever we say to a Cornish person, "Oh, you know, how far is such and such? We want to walk." Oh, yes, just over there. Or it's just. Like, I remember one day somebody saying to us, "It's just over there," and we looked. We went. We've been walking for 4 hours, and we're absolutely shattered. So I think our definition, being like Londoners in the outskirts of London, is very different to the Cornish folk, but a lovely part of the world to live in. Sue, you are a member of both of our groups. So we've got our slow running group and then our weight loss group that we call Booty Fit Balance. Tell us what was going on for you before you joined us. What was going on with diet and exercise wise?
So I'd been successful. I've always dieted, never been happy with what I have been or what I've had and whatever. So I have always been quite conscious of weight. And my partner is quite fit. He was in the forces. So he sort of, not inspired me, but I always was conscious of trying to stay a bit fit to keep up with him. Not that I was in any, the same league or anything. But as you get older, obviously weight gets harder to get off. And I think the exercise sometimes as well can become a bit of a chore rather than enjoying it. Or I think the way I was going about it, I was putting too much pressure on myself with the exercise, which made me not enjoy it. So I was just going to get it done rather than really going to get the benefit and taking my time and enjoying what I was doing.
What exercise were you doing?
So I was doing quite a lot of swimming. I was doing some running, a little bit in the gym, because obviously that's really important as you get older. But I probably went hammer and tong on it for a little bit of time, too much, which didn't bode well when I started hitting that perimenopausal stage of your life.
Yeah.
And then I suppose I just lost my way with everything. COVID, all that, everybody gained a lot of weight in that, all our exercise, everything just fractured and went a bit to pot. I'm a special needs teacher, so my work is quite demanding, and especially over that period of time. So I was one of the ones that was still working, but very insular work, because obviously you weren't out and about with everybody. It was all at home, online, visiting families, over garden gates and whatever. And I just suppose that built up. It just one day it was just like that. I got out of bed and I just thought, my God, what has happened to my body? Where's all that come from? Okay. Had no real drive because I was embarrassed with my weight to do any exercise. And, over a couple of years, I sort of gave myself a talking to and thought, right, start again on a Monday. How many times do we start on a Monday? Then my partner happened to come out of the Navy through the COVID thing after 38 years. Wow. So he was quite, not isolated, but I just thought I'd join a running group with some friends from work. They had a run walk group. So I thought that'd be great for him because he'll get to meet other people. So if I go and do the run walk, he can carry on and maintain his fitness and get to socialise a bit more with other people. And I did enjoy it, the run walk bit. It was good. But then I got quite fed up of doing the same route. Okay. And if you became a bit faster, then you had to run back and meet people, run back to the group and run ahead. And I just thought, no, I just want to keep going because I want to see how far I can go. Yeah. So I did that for a while and I really enjoyed that and I was doing well and I moved up to the next group. And then I ended up with that flu, bug, whatever, that horrible thing. And then that just knocked me off my feet. And then that was it. I just gave up again.
Okay. So look, you've always exercised. Being healthy has always been on your mind, but it seems to me like lots of people, you seem a little bit all or nothing, or you're kind of pushing too hard. And obviously if you push too hard, something's going to give. You can't, it's not sustainable.
Yeah.
So you're always aware of it and you're trying different things, but you haven't found anything that was sustainable. Is that right?
Absolutely. Everything I've tried, I go, full, full on into it, really get into it. And then it always wanes off, wanes off. Whether it's spinning on bikes or going to the gym or swimming or, yoga, anything. I love it, love it, love it. And then it just doesn't have any continuity for me. I just don't stick with it.
Okay.
So going back to the weight thing, and then I thought, right, I know what I'll do. I'll, when your post came up, when that just randomly came up on my Facebook, and I looked, we can make you love running again. And I hadn't done running again for a while. And I thought, what's this? What's this? Let's have a look at this. Who's tagged me in it anyhow? Had a look at it, and I thought, right. And everything I read in your posts, it was like tick, yep, tick, tick. And what I loved about it was the fact that you and Shelley got a lot of what I was feeling. Mm-hmm. And it was just, it was just like having somebody there that was rubbing your back for you and saying, you can do this. You have been doing it all the wrong way around, but you've got it in you. And it just felt like an invisible friend on my shoulder that was just encouraging and saying, you've got this, you can do this. And I thought, I'm going to give it a go. So I did the 12 week. Was it 4 weeks first? 4 weeks first, isn't it? You do the 4 week.
No, you do a free 4-day challenge, and then you signed up to 12 weeks.
I did the 4 day.
You fell in love with it so much, Sue. No, it only felt like 4 weeks.
And then I just thought, right, I'll sign up for the 12. And I thought, do I, don't I? And I thought, I'm still a member of the running club. Maybe I should just go back down to them and do the run walk bit. And I thought, no, I've had that open for so long. Let's go for it. So I did the 12-week course. And again, I can remember laughing at little videos of people doing the Shelley shuffle, looking up, going like that. Is this running or what? Walking, my partner comes out with me and thinking, really? Is this it? Look at, is it? Looking at my watch all the time, going, am I doing the right thing? But actually, the difference was when I was going out for those runs, I wasn't dreading them because I knew I could do them. And actually, I wasn't looking at what everybody else was doing around me. I didn't care what people were thinking or looking, because all I was worried about was me and my heart rate. And it was just a personal journey. And I was really proud of myself for going out, proud of the fact that I didn't need anybody to go out with me, proud of the fact that I could go out with my partner. We could have a disagreement and I would have to run alongside him and talk it out rather than huffing and running off home and then not being able to talk the rest of the day because it took me that long to recover because I'd overdone it on the run. Even park runs, it would take me like the whole day to get over the 5K run when I was doing them.
So do you know what, Sue? This is really important, okay? How long ago did you join?
I joined in October.
Okay, so roughly 6 months ago. And you've come from a place where it sounds like you've done a lot of exercise in the past, right?
Yeah.
And you were saying when you first started doing it, and this is the stage that lots of our new members are at the moment, you said you really struggled with it and you were kind of questioning it and looking at your watch. What made you stick with it and persevere?
Reading the posts from other people saying to trust the process, you guys saying to trust it, you're doing it right, you're not doing it. That's exactly what it is. Just slow everything down. And I think just believing that running like that can benefit you so much is this right? Is this true? Am I still getting the same benefit from running like this rather than running, watching that other person that's, zipping past me? And the answer is yes. I do not dread even when I got poorly during the 12 weeks, we had the, we had the marathon one where you went into teams of 1, 2, 3 or 4. So I joined a 4 there. And I mean, honestly, I was direly ill. I was actually off, it's very rare that I'm ill. But the drive in me to say, come on, it's only a slow one. It's slow. You can do it. Fresh air will do you really good. I did my longest ever run the week I was ill. And it was the drive of not letting other people down, but not worrying about letting them down. It was me doing it for me. I can do it. I mean, it was horrific, the weather as well. And I originally planned to go out and do it in 2 runs on the same day. And when I was out there, I thought, sod it. I am not getting wet again. I am just going to keep going. And brilliant. And then and that was it. And that was my longest ever run. And that was when I was ill. I crawled back into bed afterwards because I was absolutely hanging out. But inside, I was like that. Yes. And
you know what, Sue? This is the thing, because I remember when I first started slow running, I was used to like playing racket sports and doing everything to a high intensity. And it's like, how can something be so easy and enjoyable and you still get the benefits from it? So I think that's the biggest thing that you struggle with. But like, before we go on to talk about the weight loss side of things, what benefits have you got from slow running? Because I need people that have recently joined us to watch it and go, oh my God, it does work. What benefits have you got?
I'm happier. I'm a lot happier. I've got much more confidence with self-belief of what I can do. I look forward to my exercise. I really feel the benefits of my exercise. I'm a happy runner when I'm out. I'm a chatty runner. I'm chatting to people or I'm running and hello, good morning. People have got used to seeing me as part of their daily routine. So it's really nice. You get your little familiar waves at people and people going, oh, you're still doing it. And, because I tell people my little story as I'm running along, because obviously at one point you're almost running beside people walking. And, I'll say to them, oh, slow breather coming through, but I might not pass you because I've got to stay within this heart rate zone. And I just feel I'm part of a community. I just feel that I'm part, when you say part of the tribe, I know that if I need a bit of kudos or a bit of a hug or a bit of somebody just to give me that rub on the back and just to say, well done, because you all want it, whether it's recognition from your parents or whatever, and it doesn't matter what age you get, you just want someone to say, hang on in there. That was brilliant. Even if it's only a little like or a love heart or something, it's just like someone's noticed me, someone's recognized and I've done it. I've got, my two kids, the two kids that are at home or whatever, no questions. They're not bothered what I do. But I know there's people out there, that like me just want someone to notice you and just to say you're doing well and actually keep going because you're doing it. And that's what the group has sort of given me. Nicola, it's like when I got my first responses, comments from you and Shelley, honestly, I felt like I got a head teacher's award. I just felt so teary at the recognition that the two founders have actually bothered to write a sentence on my post. That's how it.
And you know what? This is the beauty of it, Sue. I think running groups are great, and you said that you went to a good running group, but obviously it can be limiting. Do you know what I mean? You've got to go at their pace, at their time. But I suppose the joy with Booty Fit is you go and do it whenever you want. You've got access to all the information that you want, but you still have that virtual tribe to come back and report into and get support and ask questions. So it is kind of the best of both worlds. But do you know, I suppose with the running side, the biggest question I'm going to have is when we first started talking, we established that you were very stop-start with exercise and you go gung-ho and then you stop doing it. You've been a member with us for 6 months. The $1 million question is, and I haven't asked this before, but have you found your thing?
I think I have.
Okay.
I think I have. I think I can actually say I love running.
Gosh, and you know what? You genuinely.
I do. Happy. I really do. Honestly, the smiles. I mean, I've been out for a run this morning. I was thinking, oh my God, I've got to get back. I'm like a newsreader here. You should see what I'm wearing under this shirt and on, beneath me here. Just as well you can't smell me as well, because if it's smell it, I'll tell you. But no, I thought I've got to get out, and I'll put my post up later. About a really sunny through.
You all right?
Mother. Sorry, I can't get rid of that. But what was I saying to you? Yeah, when I put my little post up, the smiles in there are genuine. I have found the thing. I'm good. I'm good at it because I like it and I'm keep doing it. Like you say, rain or yesterday, I couldn't face the weather. It was bad. I know, there's no such thing as bad weather. Sometimes you look out and you think, not a chance. I don't mind going out if it starts to rain, but going out when it's absolutely hammering down is So I went to the gym and I just thought, right, on the treadmill, not my favourite thing to do. I do prefer going outdoors. Did it. Bang, tick, get that green tick. That's the thing. Green ticket. Keep going
Okay.
with those green ticks.
And you know what? For the accountability, people love a green tick, don't they? So it sounds like you're nailing it on the running, and just by the energy and the expression on your face, I can see how much you're loving it and you found your thing. But then you've also, obviously, you wanted to lose a little bit of weight because you joined our weight loss club as well. You joined Slow Running 6 months ago. And then when did you join Booty Fit Balance, the weight loss group?
I did the January 21 day.
And how did you get on with that?
Oh, brilliant. Good again. So the mistake I've made before was trying to lose weight to take up the exercise, thinking if I lost weight, then it'll be easier for me to exercise. And this time I think that the thing that's really benefited is I've got into a good pattern with my exercise first. So I did 12 weeks and that got me 3 times a week. And it wasn't always 3 5K. It was just out 3 times a week. So I'd already established that was the minimum exercise I was going to be doing. And then joining the diet, joining Booty Fit Balance, again, I like to see if things work. I like to prove that it does work or it's a load of rubbish. And, the guarantee 9 to 14 pounds. Yeah, let's have a go at this. But I didn't have any reason to really doubt you guys because I had already begun my journey of falling in love with running 12 weeks before I started it. Yeah. So I trusted you guys again because I thought, I've trusted you with my exercise and it's worked. Right. Let's see how you do with this one. Let's see how I do with this one. So, the first 3 weeks, got into the 3 weeks. I did lose best part. I think I definitely lost the 9 pounds. They were interesting changes to my diet. Introduced me to new foods or new combinations, which actually I really enjoyed. I'm quite a healthy eater, but I've always been, I sort of slackened, and every time I'd have a cup of tea, that obviously meant something to dunk in the cup of tea. Yeah. And, sometimes you get in from work and actually before tea's ready, you might have a little snack. So it was just knocking those bad habits out of the way. Incorporating more water, drinking more water. And going to bed earlier because I was going to bed earlier because I just didn't want those, munchies to set in. So actually the sleep thing was happening as well because I was going to, getting better sleep because I was going to bed earlier because of the fear of going to the crisp cupboard or anything like that should it call me. But no, it was.
They complement each other well.
Absolutely, they do, but it doesn't mean to say you can't do one without the other.
Yeah, and you know what we have? Yeah, we have lots of people in both groups. Yeah. We have lots of people in one of each of the groups. Yeah. So where are you with your weight loss now?
So I'm up to 18 pounds gone.
Come on, you've been smiling the whole time we've been talking. And then when people talk about weight loss, they always look really like the poker face comes on.
No, it's like, well, because you did 18 pounds. Well, it's embarrassing that it's that much because it just shows you how much there was to go. But 18 pounds have gone. And even on the day, I'm not as strict. I mean, and then that's what I would say with the 3 week one, I couldn't do the caffeine. I couldn't do the drop in the caffeine completely. So I did limit it. And then that's what I think I wrote on somebody else's post when they said they've dropped off after 2 weeks. And I said, just keep going. But you said the same. Don't go cold turkey on it. There were some things you can and can't do. And I thought the cups of tea is not really going to make a huge difference as long as I'm not drinking them with 9 sugars in each cup or anything, which I don't.
And having a packet of biscuits on the side.
Exactly. So I just thought, just reduce it. So, and again, it's introduced me to herbal teas. I'm now having cups of sleep and calm and, the spearmint, detox, which are all really positive changes. And I really enjoy them now. But it has taken me that 3 weeks to get your taste back. I haven't had a tin of beans since January. And the reason why, they're too sweet. Yeah. You've completely changed my taste buds. I don't crave that stuff that I used to really want.
Brilliant.
Which again, I love the little oat cakes. They're my go-tos. They now do a ginger one. That's my treat biscuit,
Brilliant.
I don't.
Do you know what, Sue? Do you have to be perfect? Like with our Booty Fit Balance, we don't want it to be this strict diet. Like, do you ever still drink alcohol? Do you ever still... Oh, okay. I love that interruption there. Oh, God, yes.
Yeah.
Do you still go out for dinners? Do you still let your hair down, or are you a saint 24/7?
No, I am definitely not a saint. You have to live. You have to live. And actually, that's where the term balance is. And you've got it. Booty fit back. It's a balance. It's change. You know, I know if I'm going to have, I don't have a blow up because I'm more aware. It makes you more aware of what you're going to have. If I know I'm going to be going out for dinner or there's going to be a buffet at a party, then I think, right, lentil dal for lunch, and you're going to have your, you know, your banana smoothie in the morning. You're going to have a low base day, or the day before, I'll base it on a low day, you know, and that's how you just sort of balance it out. You know, obviously we've had Easter. I've had Easter eggs. Why wouldn't you have an Easter egg? It's Easter. It's once a year, you know, love a cream egg. So I've had.
And do you know what? This is what I think happens is ladies or people join diets and they feel like they've got to be perfect, but being perfect is unsustainable. So what we try and encourage in both of our programs is, you know what, go out and enjoy your life. I love a glass of wine. I love a cocktail. I love a cold bottle of beer. I love my chocolate, but it's about getting back on the plan the very next day, isn't it?
Yeah.
So look, you've been a member with us in total for 6 months, but you've been in Booty Fit Balance for about 3 or 4, okay? So, and by the end of this, you're saying that you have now fallen in love with running.
Definitely. Yeah, I have.
Okay. You haven't got a stop-start relationship with exercise. You found something that you love, and you've also lost 18 pounds of weight. Not that there has to be anything more, Sue, but is there any other wins that you've had? There doesn't have to be.
Oh, crikey, I think I'm winning in both those realms. Yeah, no, you know, the other big plus is having such a big friendship group of people that I know online, but I don't know. But it is just so lovely. You know, there's names I could reel off, people that, you know, just make those little comments to you that you think, oh, you know, and the accountability pods, they're great. Sometimes I'm not very accountable in those because it's having time to, you know, say hi and whatever. But it's just the whole family thing. It's just a really good, positive experience, and something I am so glad that I joined. You know, it wasn't one of these things on Facebook that you see and think load of crap. You know, it really has impacted on my life positively.
Brilliant. And do you know what, Sue? One more thing to say. For people that are just joining the slow running program and they're filled with frustration and thinking, my God, I used to run and now I'm slowing down. What am I doing? Have you got any words of wisdom you can share with them?
Just to stick with it, and actually by slowing down, it'll benefit you running forward. It really, really does. It really does, you know. Trust the process. That's what everybody says. It really is. Just trust it. And, you know, all good things take time. Yeah. All good things take time. And that's one of those things.
Sue, thank you so much. I love your energy. Let me just press stop recording.